It's Master System Monday, but in a different way. What's going on, everyone? It's Rich Haywood here from Bacon Ice Cream Productions and Team RTFC, welcoming you to yet another episode of the Good Times Newsline Flashcast. See? Told you it'd be different. So, it's time for some news that is directly related to what would be a Master System Monday. And what do I mean by that? Well, let's get into some cool stuff right now. So we've got a little tidbit that I found on some random websites here and there. I'm like always looking for news and cool things that I could share with you guys. The Wonder Boy collection. Now I knew it was a thing, but I didn't know exactly what was in it. But apparently it's coming pretty soon. And according to a press release, soon equals June 3rd. Now, on June 3rd, it'll be only available for the PlayStation 4 and Switch. Sad face, sort of. I mean, I don't have a PlayStation 4 right now. I do have a Switch. But if I wanted to play it, I think I'd prefer on PlayStation 4 because I get that sweet, sweet trophy action going on. But anyway, let's take a look real quick. We've got the Wonder Boy collection. All right. There's going to be 4 games on the regular release. Wonder Boy in Monsterland, Wonder Boy in Monster World, and Wonder Boy 4. So of those games, I've had experience with and or have played 2. Wonder Boy, those being Wonder Boy and Wonder Boy in Monster World. Those are the 2 that I owned. I didn't own Monsterland, and I didn't own Wonder Boy 4. I think it's pretty cool. I think the collection is pretty neat, but it gets even crazier. And what do I mean by that? Well, it's not just this version that is available. This is the retail set. You get those 4 games, and it's those 4 games that actually have other features as well. So it's not just the games plastered on a cart or disc and then here you go, whatever, we're out of here. They add additional features like shaders, filters, a rewind and fast forward option, as seen in some of the games on the I think the Nintendo Switch Online has those features. But you've seen them in other places as well. Even sometimes on, I don't know about the fast forward and rewind functions, but certainly save anywhere or save state functions are commonplace when you get to other systems, other retro systems like the Evercade and like that kind of thing. But this will have all of those and art gallery and of course the save anywhere option. But those are just the retail versions. There is another version that I think goes above and beyond, like totally above and beyond. And when I say above and beyond, like just take a look at this thing real quick. Let me go to the tab here. I'm just take a look at this thing. This is the Wonder Boy Anniversary Collection Ultra Collector's Edition. They didn't even pass, like, there is a limited edition, but for collectors, I mean, I just wanted to say, like, for $164.99, you can get all of the things. Now, this is a pretty cool, like, I guess Strictly Limited is known for doing these things. And let me zoom in on this little thing here. So you get a box, you get the game, you get a diorama, you get a soundtrack collection. I think there's like 4 discs, 1 for each game. Which is pretty cool. An arcade flyer, an art book, a reversible poster, certificate saying you bought this limited collector's edition, for which there will be 499 only, apparently. You get an enamel pin, a vinyl sticker. This one right here, it says, collector's coin album. Okay, so you get a collector's coin album. And then it says card game. So there's another game inside of the game that is a card game. Now I want to play this. Like, I want to play this now. Like, but it's only going to be available. There's only going to be 499 copies of this card game. And there's they're not going to break it up. I want them to print more and put them out. So I just get the card game. I don't need any of the other stuff. I mean, a music box, stickers. We're not even done. game ends, like bookends for your games that you can hold them on there. They look, like they look like silhouettes of some of the characters, which is kind of cool. Autograph cards, postcard set, sheets of music, which I guess is sheet music, but it's like sheets that have the sheet, whatever, the sheets of music, and the manual, and then it brings us back to the whole thing there for the $164.99. So, price point, as if you break them all up, 10 or $5 or whatever, or $20 maybe for the card game, you add them all together, and $10-15 for the game ends. Okay, it all kind of adds up, so it's not like you're not getting other value in it. That's pretty crazy though. It's pretty crazy. But there's another thing right here. It says right here, featuring 21 versions of Wonder Boy. Now, let me see if I can go down here. Let's see here. So it's not 4 anymore. Now we're talking, what was that number again? 21 different versions of the game. Here we go. Here's the list right here. So you got Wonder Boy for System 1, the SG-1000. You got the Master System versions of Super Wonder Boy and Wonder Boy, the international Western versions, the Japan versions for the Mark III. You get the Game Gear versions. There's 2 of those. There's an arcade version. There's another Master System version for Monster Boy, a System 2 arcade version. Like this, it's like every single thing that there's ever been in this collection for the 164. Now, I think you can get just the games separately. Let me see if I can go back. You can, yes. So in this thing here, so Switch is already sold out of the normal version. PlayStation 4 has got some on Strictly Limited. Let's take a look at this. Only 20% left of this, $54.99, and you still get each individual version of the games. And I want to say here, does it actually say there's going to be 2,000 of these, but does it also have the features? Does it have the crisp tune audio, perfect pixel art, all these in ports, unrivaled for true collectors? Okay. Yep, extended features. The filters, the shaders, the rewind, and the art gallery are also in here. It doesn't say anything about the save anywhere, the save state thing. I'm imagining it's probably still in there, and they might have just left it in there. But I will say though that that isn't a thing there. But these versions, on this website, they say they're coming out in November or something like that. Let me see. Sorry about the scrolling, guys. But I will see a reverse. No, maybe they changed it. Maybe they changed it based on the release. Earlier today, I was looking at it. It looked like there was actually it wasn't shipping until November. So there might be a little bit of wait on the strictly limited versions. However, the other versions are still, the other ones that are coming out in the store are coming out on June 3rd, which is only, what is this now? Was it 2 weeks? Yeah, it's next Friday. So it's pretty awesome. So anyway, if you're looking for some Sega Master System fix and you don't have your Sega Master System or your Retron 5 or your emulators, whatever, and you're looking to get some Wonder Boy and you need it looking crisp and clean and in your HD TVs, Switch and PlayStation 4 has the answer for you, and that answer is the Wonder Boy collection, which is cool. So actually, while we're here, you know what? Let me take a look at the PlayStation 4 version of the. Oops, didn't mean to put that in the cart. Of this what's in this one? What's in the Wonder Boy collection anniversary collection 109? What is missing? The bookends. All right, best of soundtrack, so not all of the soundtracks. You get an art book, you get an arcade flyer set, you get a reversible poster. You're still getting those. You still get the card game in the 109.99 version. How many of these are left? Oh, quite a bit left of those. I don't know. I don't know about paying $50-something for just a card game though. You get the art, you get all these books. You don't get this. You don't get the sheets of music. You get an acrylic diorama though. That's kind of cool. It's neat. So these look, they're doing pretty good, with these collector's edition kind of things. Let me just say this though about all of that. these are for the hardcore fans, right? These are for the fans of the fans of the fans, right? If I really, really enjoyed and really loved Wonder Boy, I might be all about this for sure. But for me personally, I just didn't get attached because I didn't have Wonder Boy growing up. I know they're great games. I know people love them, but that's the thing. The other sad face about this is, all right, you're getting the 4 games collected for the $50 or whatever it is for the physical. I think it's 40 something, $39.99 maybe. It's $10 a game for the digital. Breaks my heart because I mean they're putting out this collection and it's really awesome, and you can get it on Switch and PS4. Kind of eliminates the possibility of there being like Wonder Boy action on the Evercade. You know what I mean? It's kind of hard to swallow that, but business is as business does, right? So does it mean we'll never see one? No, we'll never say never, right? But that definitely hurts. That definitely hurts the whole thing going in there. But like I said, it's a Master System related. I think it was a really cool piece of news, and it's coming soon, right? June 3rd, so you can get the games themselves, and then a little later probably for these strictly limited editions. And there's still some available. Not many, though, especially on Switch. If you're looking to get these on Switch and you want some, you better hop on that because it was like 2% left, 10%. It was crazy. It's crazy looking at those things there. So that's the one. We got 2 more things to go over. Let me see if we can get through them. The next thing is I saw on these like little news wire things that I'm reading up on. Somebody said, what if we had a car customization game and mixed it with Micro Machines? What would you say? And I said, let me take a look at that a little more. Apparently, this game is called Mechanic Battle, and that game is looking to be something that is Micro Machine-esque, maybe RC Pro-Am-esque, like with this whole car customization thing. And according to its press release, that's hitting imminently. And I say imminently because it's the 23rd while I'm recording this. It is coming out on the 25th. So that's 2 days from now. You'll be able to get this right on Switch and Switch only. That's another thing. It hurts. It hurts. You look at this game. All right. This game could clearly run on other things than the Switch. Like hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Maybe an Atari VCS. Maybe you can get one of these cool studios to come on in and give us Catastrophe. If you're out there somewhere, you're watching this, hey, why don't you put this on over to the VCS? And it's probably going to be on PC, so that's only a hop, skip, and a jump away. You can get this thing on VCS and people will play it. I'd day one and try it out. I love games like this. The thing about putting it on Switch is, maybe I'll be there and maybe I'll check it out anyway because you said Micro Machines and now I have to check it out because I love that. And if anyone that's been watching this channel for any length of time, especially talking about Evercade and Codemasters, which is the collection I have in my hand, knows that I love myself some Micro Machines. So I will give you Catastrophe games. I will take that Pepsi challenge and play your game to see if anything like Micro Machines. And if it is, I'll be very happy. But anyway, according to there, it does say, like I said, it is coming out May 25th. It's got, elements from car mechanic simulator. It's got a mix of Micro Machine style races. And according to one of the developers or the CEO of Mobileway SA, they say it's something of a mix between the cult favorite Micro Machines and simulator elements from Car Mechanic Simulator. Both influences are equally important. The proper setting of one's vehicle parameters and taking care of the car's state directly impact the player's chance of winning a race. So there is definitely a thing to do in the game. You have to make sure that you're building your car to the right spec for the right track for the right race, so that you can then get your race done, and be able to place well, which is kind of cool. It is a little bit different than Micro Machines because you basically just select your character and you're assigned your different vehicles for your race, which is of course different than this, as you would be building to try to get better and better and better with your kit, per se. But like I said, Mechanic Battle out May 25th on Switch only. No, don't trust that thing says out now. But it is May 25th on Switch only. And that is that for that one. Like I said, maybe I check it out. Maybe I won't. I don't have like a Switch column here on the channel. So it's hard to buy games that are outside of like what I do for the channel. And not that it's not to say that I don't do that, because I do, but it's, I like to play all the games that I like to play specifically for, Master System and television, Atari VCS, Xbox. If this was on Game Pass, Mechanic Battle was on Game Pass, boom, that's a Question Mark Wednesday game, done, playing it, and then of course on Evercade. I mean, it's not one for Evercade, but something like that on Evercade. If they could get the Codemasters license, or you work out with Galoob to get those micro machines on a cart. Just saying. Would love it. But that brings us to the next and final thing to speak of today, and that is some game charts. You're talking about game charts, game sales charts. What are you talking about? I don't normally do this on the channel, but I thought, you know what? I really kind of like the idea of doing it. I've always wanted to. I used to listen to Podcast Beyond and like that kind of thing. They would do like the sales charts, and it was always like a cool thing in the podcast that I would listen to, that they would go over the numbers and go over the placements and like give you opinions or whatever. And it was interesting to find out who was on top. Now, I don't have the U.S. region, but my audience isn't necessarily all here in the United States. Anyway, a lot of you folks are over across the pond in the U.K., and that's what I've got today, is the U.K. game sale charts for week ending 5/21. So that was just around the corner. That was just now. So it's not like I'm talking about old numbers. These are real, like true to date, right happen numbers. If you guys like this, hit me up down below in the comments, and I'll keep doing it. And I'll feed like a story or two inside of a Newsline, and I'll just do that every Monday, regardless of whether or not there actually is a Master System Money thing that comes out, or whether or not the stories that relate to this Newsline have anything to do with Master System. They'll still come out on Monday because the charts will be available. So let's hop in, right? So at number 10, we've got Gran Turismo 7. It's up 3 places from 13 from last week, which is pretty crazy. So I have a funny feeling, though, that as we go through these numbers, you're going to wind up finding out that a lot of these are all mainstay games that have been there forever, or as we get to maybe for even longer than forever. And they're just hanging out. They're just there, and they don't move around unless there's a new release. Then a new release comes in and knocks them all down for a couple weeks, and then then everyone has bought them, and then everything starts creeping back up, and then you've got your mainstays again. Just bear with me. All right, so in number 9, that did not move at all, was Animal Crossing New Horizon. Again, it's a mainstay title. As soon as it came out, it blew up the charts. It has stayed there because it's Animal Crossing. It's Nintendo. You know the drill. Again, this is UK game sales charts. Number 8, up 2 spots from number 10, is FIFA 22. I mean, come on. You had the other end of Premier League going on. People are, wanted to get their soccer fix. I'm imagining maybe a couple extra copies sold because of that. Who knows? And I think it was Manchester that won it. I don't know. Let me know down below. I don't watch Premier League. I don't watch soccer or whatever, but I'm pretty sure I saw a headline that said Manchester took it. And if they did, then I don't know. Maybe congrats. Unless you don't like them, then I don't know. Again, I don't watch the footy as they call it. Anyway, number 8. That was the number 8 spot. It was FIFA 22. Number 7. Now I used to listen to, like I said, Podcast Beyond and all sorts of stuff that where they do the PlayStation charts or the Xbox charts or whatever, and each one of these cast members from IGN way back in the day, they'd constantly rag on this particular game because it was still there from like the PlayStation 3 generation to today. And it's at number 7, Grand Theft Auto 5. I give up. I just give up. Like, what is this? It's crazy. That's absolutely insane that this game is still selling that well. Even if I know, I guess it's just UK sales chart. I guarantee you, if I had worldwide sales charts, Grand Theft Auto 5 would still be in the top 10. I guarantee it, 100%. That's insane. It's insane. Not a surprise at number 6, though. Moving up one spot from number 7 is Minecraft, because of course, it's Minecraft. And moving up one spot from number 6 to number 5 is Pokemon Legends Arceus, because again, it's Pokemon. Come on, these are all mainstays, right? And number 4, because I'm just going to go through these. And number 4, not moving an inch, is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Again, it comes out, it holds on, and just never goes, because it's Nintendo, right? Just replace the next one with whatever. Mario Kart 9 comes out, it's going to drop off Mario Kart 8, it'll fall down, and then Mario Kart 9 for the next 70 million years until the next one comes out. That's how that goes in those charts. I'm just saying. Then we've got down a spot from number 2, Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga, which had recently come out, a big hit. I think it actually, when it debuted, I think it might have debuted at number 1 and then went down to number 2 and then down to number 3, because when it was out number 1, the very next week, what came out, which of course is your number 2 game, down from the number 1 spot, is Nintendo Switch Sports. Again, it's people want that family thing. They want to get that motion control in. They want a cool experience. Nintendo Switch is there. It's available. There's a ton of them out there, and you can get your Switch Sports on with your Joy-Cons. Boom. But it went down from number 1 to number 2 because something came from number 3 and took it over. What game could it possibly be? It's Horizon Forbidden West. Now, I am thoroughly pleased to see it because it's a great game, and I think people should play it. I haven't played Forbidden West myself, but I had played Horizon Zero Dawn, and I thought it was a fantastic game. People were all about the sequel when it came out. It pretty much had semi-universal acclaim. Looks gorgeous. Seems like it's going to be an awesome extension to the adventure. But well done, man. I gotta say, that's not a game that I would have thought to assume would have been at the top of a sales chart in 2022 in May with everything else that was on there. This is, what is it, 3 months after release, and you're still, rocking charts. That's pretty good. That's impressive, I will say, 100%. Interestingly enough, another game that I thought would be wildly popular and in the charts on the top 10 just barely missed 2 weeks in a row, and that was Elden Ring. That's your I guess your honorary mention at the number 11 spot 2 weeks in a row. That's Elden Ring. I thought that for sure would be selling a little bit more, would have maybe taken out Animal Crossing or Gran Turismo, got in that 8, 9, 10 slot, maybe FIFA, that kind of thing. Interesting though. Interesting. So, but that is that. Oh, one more thing though. There was a ranked 5 game that got knocked down all the way to number 12. That game was Evil Dead, the game. That was a new release. Of course, it came out, did its thing. People bought it. They wanted to buy it, and they stopped buying it, I guess, enough to have it knocked down that far. So that's another one that was like in the jockeying of position was interesting to see. And then everything else is like, it's all moving down the line, maybe moving up or two in the top 20. And that's, we'll get to that if you guys want to get to that. You let me know down below. We're not even like this, and then we'll take it from there. So, but that was it. That was the UK sales charts. And again, what are we going to see? We're going to see Horizon take it again next week. I don't know what's coming out. I don't know what's on the release schedule. Let's see. Let's see if I can find a release schedule in the things here. What is recent schedules? Let's see. Let's see what we got here. Can we look at this? No. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything that is huge coming soon right now. I don't see anything on a schedule that I can see that is that is going to be jockeying for position. So you might even see, I don't know, maybe between Switch Sports and Horizon, maybe they'll jockey between the 1 and 2 position again. But like I said, it was pretty interesting. So, what do you guys think? What do you guys think of all this Newsline kind of thing? Hanging out with me while I tell you about some interesting things that I think you might want to know about. Let me know down below and say, hey, that's pretty cool. Or what are you doing? And then I'll be like, okay, fine, man. Maybe I won't. Maybe I won't do this. Or maybe I will anyway. I don't know. Who knows? I like doing it, so I think it was fun. I really like the shark thing too. I hope you guys like that too, because I don't know. I just like it. I think it's cool. So until next time, we will catch you next time for some good times. Now, don't forget, we will be back in action tomorrow for INTV Tuesday. We're going to be doing Microsurgeon, so that's going to be pretty cool. And yes, don't worry. Golden Axe Warrior is still staring me in the face. I got to find some time. This weekend is Memorial Day weekend. There's a lot of stuff going on in the family. There's a lot of stuff going on just in general, but I might be able to carve out some time. So keep your eyes peeled for a possible really long live stream where I try to just dive through a whole bunch of dungeons. Maybe just do 6, right to 7, maybe even 8, and then come back and then try to finish it off in another session, maybe next month or something like that. So could be all right. And then also, don't forget to Calling All Retro Gamers. That is a show and a channel on its own. Look it up, YouTube. It will be hanging out with Ed, Retro KillDashNine, and we're going to be doing some cool stuff that involves not video games, but still games. Very cool. There's your tease. All right, guys. I'm really out of here. We'll catch you next time for some good times. I'm Rich. We'll see you later. Take it easy, guys.
RTSC.baconicecream.com